Kinemaster.
Hey, welcome back to Mastering Kinemaster Tutorials in English. This is a special user-requested video, so it's not real fancy. I'm just going straight through for you, Alvin, so if there's slowdowns and mistakes, please forgive me. What Alvin asked for was to see how to do a J-cut in Kinemaster, and so I want to show how to do that right now. I've created this video here. It's got two videos, and the idea of a J-cut is to have the audio of the second video, this one with the van, start while this other one's playing. And so just right here, it just... Greetings, everyone, from the Travato Nation. This is... And what we want is we want me to start talking while the driving is going on. And so what I'm going to do is the technique here is really important to understand to how to look at the time. And I'm not going to put any overlays on this, so you kind of got to check yourself. And I'll notate what they are as I'm speaking. But you may have to figure out a little bit more than my normal tutorials where I'm really lay things out. So anyway, you'll notice that the red timer at the playhead tells you exactly how much time it is. What this is about is, first of all, the most simple step is extracting the audio from the clip that you want to use as your that you're going to be moving the audio around is. So that's, you highlight it yellow, and then there's at the bottom of the menu that I've moved on the right hand side, the main menu, extract audio, and that creates a second audio track. Now we have a separate audio piece, and you can see that it's selectable yellow, and quite simply you can move it, and you can move it backwards, which is what we're going to do, but it's a little bit more complicated than that to make everything work out. But basically what we're going to do, quite simply, is we're going to move this audio back a certain amount of time, and then we're going to cut the video that it came from in order to match up with that. Okay, so my screencast got a little interrupted when my friend messaged in, so I will kind of rewind a little bit, even though it might duplicate. So basically, what we really want to do is, what the effect is, although it's more complicated and I'm going to show this, but basically this audio, which is the part of me talking with the van there, will be back over here, and we're going to cut part of the van video out in order to make that work together. And so there's a little bit of math involved, but not too much. And so what you do to start is when you highlight an object yellow, then the playhead goes right there. So you can see that video, the van and the audio, start at 21.785. I had said in my timing video that the last digit, the 5, is very unimportant. It's tiny, but so you want to be at 21.78 something is important, but the 3 numbers don't really matter that much. Okay, what we're thinking about doing is we are thinking, if you think about it, what needs to happen is, and I'm going to say I want it to have 2 seconds of the audio play during this driving track here. I want my voice to start 2 seconds before, and then the van video shows up. But remember, we've separated them and they're the same length right now. So basically, the van video needs to get 2 seconds shorter. But what you have to do first is you have to move the audio first. Remember that the audio part needs to move first. And I'm not going to bother explaining why that is. It's just a thing. You need to do it. And you can press and hold the audio and move it around. I've showed that earlier before. And so basically what I want to do is I want to move the audio 2 seconds backwards. And so subtract 2 seconds from 21.785 is going to be 19.785 or 19.78 something. And so let's pull that back to here, and we see that our playhead is 19.787. I gotta spread myself out. You can pinch and squeeze to make more space. And it's important that it is in the 17, wait a second, 19.7. Sorry, I forgot the number. Yep. Okay, 19.78. You might forget and just go back and check. 19.78. Come on, mark your fingers. There it is. Okay, 787 is perfectly fine. Okay, now when you've got your playhead set to that, and you push and hold long press on the audio, you can move it right over there. Unfortunately, Kinemaster does not snap, which would be lovely, but it's pretty close when you do it like that. Okay, the next step is to cut 2 seconds of video off of this guy. Now, you may watch this a couple of times and think about it. For me, this mathematically is really simple to understand, but it might confuse you a little bit, but it really isn't that. It hopefully is relatively easy. So now I need to move my playhead to 23.78, which is 2 seconds ahead because I'm going to cut those 2 seconds away. So I'm going to cut the video away, and I've got it highlighted yellow, and I'm going to move the video up to 23.78. So 23.78. 7-8. Okay, 788. Again, it's those microseconds are fine. And then we go into the cutting menu, which is the scissor up here, up top, because we're cutting off part of the video. We're going to trim it, and we trim to the left of the playhead, and this is going to pull everything sideways. Okay, now I'm actually going to put a transition in here, and I'm just going to do it the first time around with the transition, but hopefully that you'll be able to see it, and it'll be cool and just what you want. I'm going to put in a classic transition of a crossfade. I'm just going to leave it to 1 second. I'm going to pull the transition down to 1 second like that, so it's a little bit smoother. And I'm going to go out here, and now we're going to play, and you're going to hear what happens. Greetings, everyone, from the Travato Nation. This is Mark. So hopefully you noticed what happened was I was talking, and this is the J-cut. This is what the J-cut is. Greetings, everyone, from the Travato Nation. This is Mark with the T with no name. Haven't done one of these in a couple of while, but one more time, you can hear it. Greetings, everyone, from the Travato Nation. This is Mark with the T. And that is the whole story for you there, Alvin. I hope that helped out your project. And if anybody has any questions, you can always, I am willing to do these whenever. If I know how to make a solution for you, I will. Please subscribe to the channel, get out there and make some cool stuff with Kinemaster, and come back and see what we have cooking on Kinemaster tutorials narrated in English. Thanks for the question, Alvin.